Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sonia Putri from 7B ICT in ELT. Before we start our lesson, let's say Basmalah. Now, we are going to talk about descriptive text. So, in descriptive text, they have definition and purpose, generic structure, and language feature. Before we start our lesson, can you tell me what the name of this place? Right, the first picture we called as Gedung Sate, and the second picture is Prambanan Temple. Where is Gedung Sate located? Right, Gedung Sate located in Bandung. How about Prambanan Temple? Yes, you were right. The Prambanan Temple located in Central Java. So, what is descriptive text? Descriptive text is a text which describe about persons, animals, places, or another things is like. Its purpose to describing and reveal a person's, animals, places, and another. A descriptive text usually focuses on describing a single locations, objects, events, persons, animals, or places. It endeavors to engage all five of a reader's sense to evoke the sights, sounds, smells, taste, details, and feels of the text subjects. Okay, the next point, the generic structure. Descriptive text consists two parts of structure. The first is identification part, and the second is descriptions part. Before I tell you further about each part, the structure, let's take a look the example. Now, let's take a look about the text. The first things you must know what the text is for. The purpose of this text is for describing Borobudur Temple in general. And then, you must introducing the topic, which is Borobudur Temple. Yup, you're correct. In this text, the writers introducing the Borobudur Temple as one of historical buildings in Indonesia. The sentences Borobudur is one of historical building in Indonesia. These sentences is called as identification of the text. Why? Because it introduced the topic that we learn. So, remember the identification of the text. First, introduce the topic of who, what, and where it is. Because the purposes can be more detailing identified about the topic. And the second, always in the beginning of the text. Now you turn to find out which sentences that writers describe the topic in details. Let me to help explaining more detailed description in this text. Borobudur Temple consists of 6 square floors and 3 circular floors which arrange accordingly and make it to be stair-like layers that you have to climb one by one to reach the top of the temple. In the middle of the floor, you will find small stair wall with couples of stairs connecting each floor that you can use as a passage to go to the top. On each level on the floor, there are a lot of relief panels and Buddha statues spread around it. So, that is a description about the Borobudur Temple. And then, remember, you must tell us what the topic looks like and or what is like. Again, the structure of descriptive text. First, the identification on how you define or introduce the topic. Second, the description on how you give more detailed description about the topic. Next, we are going to talk about language feature of descriptive text. Descriptive texts mostly use simple present tense, but sometimes they also use present continuous. In descriptive text, some sentences use is, am, are, or we usually call to be as the verbs. And in descriptive text, also use adjectives. Now, take a look for the example. In these sentences, because it's general fact about the historical places, so the writer uses simple present. Now, take a look the red underline in another example descriptive text that explain present continuous. Chia is visiting. She also writing and Chia is listening. These sentences describe an happening at the time. When we want to write descriptive text, we often use be as the verbs in these sentences. For the example, look the red underline. The last one is adjectives. Why do we use adjective when we write descriptive text? First of all, adjectives are words that describe persons, things, animals, places. Come on, back to the question. Why do we use adjective in descriptive text? Because it is to help us more detail describing something or someone. Now your turn. Try to find adjective in this text. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Look at the red lines. Square, circular, top, and small. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching and thank you for everyone. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.